Hi everyone, I'm delighted today to be welcomed by Neil Cobbold, Chief Sales Officer of Payprop. Welcome, Neil.
Welcome, Mo. I'm happy to be here, hopefully able to give some insights.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now for everyone who's viewing this, I am sure that you know who Payprop are. I certainly do. I'm sure everyone does, but just in case you don't, or a little bit unsure of exactly what Payprop do, Neil, could you just give us a quick synopsis of what Payprop does?
Yeah, I mean, we're an automated payment platform. We only work with the lettings industry, so we work with no other vertical, which means we know this industry inside and out. And basically, we provide a way that we can seamlessly communicate with their client banking environment and apply efficiencies to that and levels of service that our clients have come to depend on when actually providing. We also have a customer care support team, which is always accessible. So should something happen, and always dealing with banks can be problematic when we're dealing with money, there is always somebody on hand that does nothing but handle payments just for your industry to be that specialist available for you.
Brilliant, cool. So Neil, I'm really curious to know from you. Obviously, you know, we kind of feel like we're maybe coming towards the end of what was been a pretty torrid time for agents. With regards to obviously the current situation with COVID-19, how has Payprop been able to benefit an agent through this time?
Well, there's a number of things. I mean, one of the big things to put down is our job as an agent, just because of COVID, hasn't changed. Landlords still need us to be that credible expert. The tenants need us to be that bridge between them and the property owner.
Yeah,
and I think that's become more turbulent. And we've got lots of people campaigning for rent-free time. We've got people saying they should get it for nothing and that the landlords are the fat cats. And as agents, we often know that's not the case. But that communication, that clear trail has become important. And the fact that Payprop is able to give the agents that constant communication that is 100% accurate 100% of the time so that people can be confident in it. We can't make a tenant pay. Unfortunately, as agents, we wish we could. And we can't make a landlord accept a reduction. What we can do is make sure that everybody is aware of what's happening within this process at all times. And that's really where we're then seen as the professionals. And Payprop helps our agents do that with the minimal amount of work from their part.
Happy days, cool. So Neil, obviously Payprop's big player, you know, kind of like definitely seen as the market leader in the payments industry for agency. Been around for a long time now. What's new for Payprop coming up?
So we're always listening to our clients and putting new features, be that we're looking at obviously making tax digital and the impact that will have come April. We're asked to look at what needed to be done regarding communication, regarding what can be assisted, regarding evictions. But I would think the big play for us in 2020 is that we are fully developing an API. This API will be able to be requested by our customers. Obviously, as I say, an API is just a book. It doesn't mean somebody's going to take it off the shelf and read it. But if somebody has that technological expertise, they'll now be able to integrate Payprop into other systems.
Sure.
And by that, we're listening to our customers. I think that's the big need they're wanting from technology players at the moment. We hear about them getting this dashboard fatigue, where they're having to move from one to the other. And having listened to our clients, that's our next big step. With open banking, it was something that we were able to develop that was never open to us. And, you know, watch this space. There's some good things happening with our API.
Absolutely. No, that sounds really good. And I guess the big question for any agent is, how much does Payprop cost?
3 things, but you can only be 2 of them. You can be fast, you can be good, or you can be cheap. But if you're fast and good, you're not cheap. If you're cheap and fast, you're not good. And if you're cheap and fast, and he had that as his makeup.
Yeah.
And we are that. We are fast and we are good. So we are not cheap, but we are value for money. Any of our customers that have made that choice will tell you that actually it pays back tenfold. And I still sit as somebody who's been in this industry now for more than 25 years, pound for pound, it is still, when I sit with an agent, the best thing that they can invest in. Not just for the efficiencies, not just because it's that demand now for speed and information that we're just becoming hungry for it. We just want more and more. But it's also down to that differentiator. The differentiator is the hardest thing for an agent. And Payprop actually gives you that differentiation of service that makes you stand out, that allows you to maintain the higher fees, that hopefully coming out of COVID is something that will come back into this industry. ROPA is still on the agenda. We are still looking at being a regulated market. Once that comes in, the need for us to raise our standard, to raise our game, and Payprop allows an agent to do that with a peace of mind that on the money aspect of it, which is very important to their landlords and clients, that actually that is being handled in a fully compliant manner.
Brilliant. That's great, Neil. Well, look, I really appreciate your time today. Any final question or any final thoughts that you'd like to just quickly pass over to the ESTAS community before we wrap up?
Just that, with regard to the ESTAS, we support the People's Award. And the reason we support the People Award, and I pray that as we come back into this, we remember this, we are a people-based industry. There is a knee-jerk decision that some people may get rid of some really good talent, and actually we don't want that to happen. Please, I often get it, people throwing the baby out with the bathwater. For these good people that we've got, we are not going to change away from being a people-based industry. And it sounds strange from a tech company that looks to actually speed up an efficiency, but we're actually there to allow those people to go out and do that side of the job that tech is never going to be able to provide. That's always going to need that human interaction.